All right. Well, let's get into injury talk here. And actually, no, before we do that, I should mention, I don't know, that what the quote was Brian Dable gave, because there actually is a chance that we do have Tommy DeVito after all, because when he spoke to reporters today on Monday, Brian Dable said that Drew Lock's status was health permitting and that he was
Yes.
currently undergoing an MRI for a couple of things. What, a couple of things? Like, how many MRIs are you needing for these things? Like, what the hell? Like, oh yeah,
Just
he's
do
the
full body
starter.
scan.
But by the way, he's going to have a few different MRIs today, so we'll find out. Like,
Yeah.
what? Oh my gosh, this team is why I drink. This team is why I drink. Point blank.
Cheers.
Let's get into those injuries though, because that just makes it more fun. First injury we got to talk about, guys,
My
is
pride.
no, your pride's been injured long before you've been a Giants fan for quite a while. We got to talk about Tre Hawkins III, Esquire. Obviously there's no Esquire at the end,
Fancy.
they put it there, but Hawkins out for the year. Out for the year. He went ahead and did solid by this team. He got his first career interception. Sunday against the Saints, doubling our interception total for the year from a whopping
Stud.
1 to a whopping 2. And apparently they're saying now he's suffered a fractured lumbar spine. Like,
Ooh.
that sounds kind of severe, guys. Like, am I crazy? Like, that sounds.
I wonder if it's just the part that kind of sticks out that supports your spinal cord. Either way, that's dangerous.
Yeah. So apparently, when they have these kind of fractures, what they do, and this is according to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, that the patient wears a brace or a cast for about 12 weeks to avoid movement to allow for healing. So not quite as bad as it could be. I guess when you're talking about a broken, like I'm hearing that,
It's
and
a broken back.
broken back, broken vertebrae, like what spine? No, like, but I will say that they're saying that if you leave it untreated, though, it can lead to nerve damage and potentially even paralysis. But yeah, that's
So is that the part of the spine that sticks out in the back? Oh, the vertebrae that stick out that supports the spinal
it's
cord.
what I'm seeing here is the very bottom of the vertebrae, like not quite the tailbone, but
Oh, so yeah, okay, yeah.
but I am not a doctor. I don't want to pretend to be one. But they said here that that the braces they use maintain spinal alignment and immobilize the spine during healing. And if it's a severe fracture, they're usually going to recommend some kind of fusion. And I haven't heard anything about a fusion, but basically use a bone graft to fuse two vertebrae together. So I can't imagine that's it. I think we'd be hearing about that. But it's a little crazy, the whole scenario.
Yeah.
That seems like a bigger injury than the story is being allowed to be. Like how do you break that anyway in the game? Like,
Well, it's a fracture, so it's like it could be a chip, it could be a crack, it could be something minor, like because your lumbar is the vertebrae at the lower part of the back, right above the tailbone. Because because your L4, L5, that's like where I have my back surgery. That's your lumbars, but below that's your C's, and which whatever they call that.
Yeah. Well, listen, this list of symptoms they're giving: back pain that worsens with movement. Okay, I've been there. I've had that. Numbness, tingling, or weakness in the limbs. That doesn't sound fun. Bowel or bladder dysfunction. That's not cool.
Cheers, go.
Yeah. Loss of consciousness, paralysis, muscle spasms, neck pain. Like, this does not sound good at all, guys. And for anybody who's ever had a back injury, oof, that is pain like you would not wish on your worst enemy. That is bad. I mean, I've had days myself where I've literally gone to stand up and it's hurt so bad I fell to the ground. So yeah, it's we hope a speedy recovery for him, because that's not a fun thing to go through for anybody. It's really not. So hopefully everything is minor and it's just wear that brace for a few months, like they said, and that's it. And hopefully, pain's not too bad for him, because that's that kind of place is a bad place to get. People to realize your lower back, every single thing you do is shifting your hips around and stuff. It's all part of that. Everything you do, walking, moving, bending over, all that stuff. It's everything you do is pretty much getting involved in that part of the body. So, like I said, best of luck to him there. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.